So, when last time we met, it was kind of a heavy, in-depth meal, a lot of steps. Very impressive, don't get me wrong. I'm sure you guys that were here last time have used it and impressed someone. This week I wanted to go a little lighter since it's August and it's hot, and a little
so hot,
and a little easier. So one of our our main side is going to be an Orzo salad. And orzo, if you're not familiar with it, is just a little tiny rice-shaped pasta, right? So I've got, I don't know, some water in a pot over here. I'm going to get that lit up and start getting that to boil. Okay, and in the meantime, while that's going up, we're going to make a little marinade. So, tips and tricks, people. Tips and tricks. This tips and trick number one. Just got a saucepan here, and I'm using it to hold my Ziploc bag just open, so I can do it. And I'm going to make my marinade in the Ziploc bag, and we're going to marinate the chicken in the Ziploc bag. That way, we don't have to dirty up 3, 4, 17 bowls, right?
awesome.
Okay. So we're going to start with 6 tablespoons of soy.
Oh, okay.
One, 2, don't drop the bottle, bad juju. 3, 4.
You're messing up my counting, man.
That's my aim. And if you're like me, you put a little bit of it on your hands, so just dab it behind your ears.
Yes.
Next, we're going to give it 2 tablespoons of your favorite oil. I have some nice olive oil here. With a fancy pour spout on it that makes it real easy. After that, we're going to add the juice of 1 lime. And we're going to drop it on the floor too.
Are we zesting it too?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Be sure to wash the dog hairs off.
Yeah, I have to step over
I swept
Ricky.
the floor before we started today, so.
Ricky likes to sleep right in front of the oven.
You can't get them off.
So I'm just going to use the zest from this. Cheese and crackers. The zest from this lime. Now that it's got a little bit of soy sauce, oil on there. What's that? Right. Just a little bit of that zest. It's going to add a little bit of healthier lime flavor to that marinade. Get it all in there.
And just one of the limes?
Just one, yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to cut it in half, and I'm going to squeeze it up in case there are any seeds. We don't want seeds in there. Now, if you got a lime that's kind of hard, it doesn't have a lot of juice. Hi, Lori.
Woohoo!
If you have a lime that's kind of hard, doesn't have much juice, throw it in the microwave for 10 seconds.
Oh, really? That's so cool.
Yeah, it'll help juice it up.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
All right, we got some juice going here. I'm gonna get rid of these guys. Throw them in my compost. Rinse my hand off. Next, we're gonna use. My recipe calls for 2 teaspoons of chopped garlic. So
Wait, I couldn't hear you. Chopped what?
Chopped garlic. So
Garlic. Okay.
that's a teaspoon. That would appear to be a teaspoon. So
You want to see something fun? Look at that, Jack.
Wow, dude.
I didn't see. Yeah, I got it from the farmer this week.
Wow, that's crazy.
I know.
So, if you guys notice, I'm using just a little tiny small utility knife this week. And really, I'm doing that because I wanted to illustrate to you guys that you can do all this stuff without having an 8-inch chef's knife.
Yeah. Chris always uses a small knife. He doesn't like the big knives. They scare him.
Some people are like that. I had a bad incident a couple of years ago with what we call the knife of death, the knife that you have to cut on it. So I swore off that knife for a little while. But it's such a good knife.
Yeah.
So let me move this pot out of the way so you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just really kind of using the flat of my knife, putting my weight on it, just to kind of mash it. And then I'll get it all kind of up in a pile and just use this little knife to chop through it. It's a
How much garlic
marinade.
are we using? Sorry.
I'm sorry, what?
How much garlic are we using? I just got in.
It's two cloves, really.
Okay, cool.
And before you got here, we were, you have your water boiling?
Okay.
Yeah, get your water boiling for the orzo.
Is that's for the orzo, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, I'm modifying and using something I already made, so I don't need to boil water.
Okay.
But okay. Sounds
All
good.
right, so got that in there. I think our final ingredient for this marinade is honey. And I want 2 tablespoons of honey.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? My honey is kind of thick and dry. So I'm going to throw it in the microwave here for about 10 seconds.
How much honey do I want?
2 tablespoons.
Did you say a tablespoon?
2 tablespoons, yes.
Yeah. The audio is weird tonight.
Yeah, it is kind of. Here's a neat thing about honey. Honey will never go rancid. It is a natural antibacterial. So if you get a cut on your hand in the kitchen, clearly honey on it.
What'd you say, Brian?
Did he say 1 or 2 tablespoons of honey?
2 tablespoons.
2. Oh, 2. Whoa. Hold on.
I thought that's what I wrote down.
You know what else I've heard about honey?
What's that?
If you have seasonal allergies, if you eat a tablespoon of local honey every day, it cuts down on your allergies.
Wow. That's kind of cool.
We used to give Savannah a tablespoon of honey every day. Did you know that?
I did not. Okay, somebody seems to be having some audio issues here. Are we getting a weird feedback through the loop? Is everybody getting that?
Yeah.
It could be me.
Let me try.
I'm not sure who it could be.
I don't know. I'm Elizabeth.
Give me
I joined
1
last,
second.
so maybe it was me. I don't know.
I don't think that's the case.
I hear it.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. No.
All right, so all of our stuff is in here. I'm going to seal this bag up a little bit, get some air out of it, and I'm just going to mush it around to mix it. Oh, yummy. Now we're going to let this
What
sit.
else is in there, Robert?
Oh, I'm sorry, you did kind of miss out a little bit, didn't you? This has got 6 tablespoons of soy, 2 tablespoons of honey, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil,
2
the
tablespoons?
juice of 1 lime and the zest of a lime, and 2 cloves of garlic.
Okay. Did you say 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
All right, that seems to be mixed up pretty nicely. So I'm just going to pop this guy back open again. Sit right there. We're going to walk over here to the refrigerator real quick. And I've got 6 pieces of boneless chicken. Boneless, skinless chicken. I've chosen thighs because that's my favorite cut. You like breasts, use them. You like any other cut of boneless chicken, use them. So I'm gonna grab the tongs here, and we're gonna throw them down into our marinade. 1, 2, 3. I can't count any higher than that in Spanish.
Cuatro.
Thank you.
Cinco de Mayo.
6. How'd that happen? Okay, I got 8 pieces of chicken. Come on.
Oh. So math was not your best subject at school.
Oh, probably not. Probably not. All right, so I'm going to take this bag here, seal it almost all the way, and then just try to get most of the air out of it. And then I'm just going to mush a little bit just to mix it. Right? Pretty. And I'm going to fold that over and put it in the refrigerator. Okay, so ideally, what I have in mind for this dish is that's going to marinate for probably 20-30 minutes. Ideally, this entire meal you can do the day before, and the only thing you have to do the day of is just cook the chicken. Put the chicken in the refrigerator the night before, make your orzo salad the day before, and then it's suitable for a Sunday afternoon. If you're going on a tailgate, you got a little hibachi or something like that, you're going to the beach, anything like that. Now, this is clean, so we can put it back. Okay, next step, we're going to start moving towards the orzo salad, and I've got just a little glass bowl here, and now I'm going to change the position of my notes. I'm going to wipe the soy off my cutting board. All right, I've got a few things here that may need to be cut up. One of them will need to be cut up. We're going to start with a pint of cherry tomatoes. And we're just going to cut these guys in half. Oh my goodness. There's a man on the bottom of my...
What is that?
There's a man on the bottom of the lid of my cherry tomatoes. I don't know who he is. They're just going to cut them in half and throw them in here.
Are you using the big round cherry tomatoes or the little grape tomatoes?
Actually, I think I've got these. These look like little plum tomatoes, but
Okay.
any little cherry tomato will work.
Yeah, we just got grape tomatoes from the farmer, so.
Oh, nice. Oh, I bet they're pretty, huh?
They're pretty. Yeah.
Really easy. Like I said, just cut them in half. And as you can see, you don't need a giant knife to do this. Although,
I always cut tomatoes with my bread knife.
you know,
because
big
it's
tomatoes I
serrated.
prefer to do with a serrated knife as well.
Yeah. So are you guys growing tomatoes?
We are, and we have a million green ones on the vine.
Wow, that's so cool.
But it's been so hot that they haven't been ripening yet. I have one little tiny tomato. And this is the first one of the bunch, so I felt obligated to use it with you guys.
That's so funny because we have one tomato. Well, we have one orange tomato and one green tomato.
Oh no!
And I'm determined to leave the orange one on until it turns red. But every day you got to check it to see if the critters have gotten it.
Yep, that one can stay. That one lives on the floor now. All righty. So that's about a pint of cherry tomatoes cut in half. Just thrown in the bowl. Kind of nice. I'm going to clear some of these. Okay, next, The recipe calls for a half a cup of diced red onion. Actually, I have a shallot. I'm going to use that. If you have a yellow onion, that's acceptable. A red onion, whatever you like. My lovely wife had the forethought to put shallots in last year, and we were all upset because they didn't come in. Well, guess what? They came in this year.
Woohoo! We're dicing the onion?
Yeah, fine dice.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't screwing up.
No. Okay, I want you guys to notice how my hand, specifically my left hand, works when I'm doing this. I'm almost straddling the onion with my fingers and letting my fingernails be a guide. That way the fingers never get in the way and you can cut confidently without hurting yourself. Trust me. For those of you that know the story of the great thumb debacle. For those of you that don't, I was showing off one night and cut the dickens out of myself. It's
Oh, you're
very
kidding.
when you feel the knife blade against your fingernail.
So did you slice your nail in half, or?
Yeah, I sliced a fair chunk of my thumb off.
Ouch.
You know what the strange thing is? It grew back.
Woohoo!
It grew back. My wife said,
Awesome.
"You're a lizard." Okay, what do we need next? Cucumber. I have a pretty decent sized cucumber. I'm just going to take the ends off. And I'm going to peel a couple of stripes down it just to help take a little bit of the peeling away. But not all of it, because I think the peeling has an attractive flavor to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cut it down the middle. And I'm looking for, I don't know, a 1/2 inch dice on this guy.
Just in half?
Well, I've cut it in half and now I'm giving it a dice. Can you see that?
So like half moons?
Well, if you want to do half moons, that's acceptable. If you'll notice, I've cut away, down a few times. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do quarters. Oh, this is a great cucumber.
All right. Is anybody's water boiling? Because mine is. Of course, I do live.
We're doing rice because Reed can't have the orzo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I had to cook my rice
Okay.
because I knew it was going to take a while.
Right on. Anybody else's water boiling?
I'm not boiling water. Otherwise, it would be boiling.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I have boiling water.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and get our orzo started. And I got just a 16-ounce box of orzo here. Cook it according to the package directions. You guys might have a little bit less cooking time. It takes me the full 9 minutes to get what I need out of this pasta. So we're going to open the guy up. And we're going to dump them in. I'll give it just the lightest simmer, just to make sure things don't stick. Just like any other pasta, I'm going to bring the heat down a little bit so that it simmers, and I'm going to set a timer for 9 minutes. Yay! And back to our Orzo salad. Let me see where am I? Oh yeah, I have here some sliced Kalamata olives, and we're going to use about, right? We're going to use about a cup of these, which ends up being about half of this jar. So let me grab a little strainer. Woo! And I'm going to step back here to the sink and get about half of the jar. We don't really want the brine, just the olives. There we go. Shake, get all that brine off. Now the brine is going to actually add a little bit to the vinaigrette that we have later on, that residual brine that's on those beautiful olives. Oh, that one's broken. Oh, that's good.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's good. All right, give me a second. I'm going to clean up here a little bit because Daddy makes a mess. All right, now we're going to move on to just a light vinaigrette for this. And let's see. Oh, here we are. Again, I need 1.5 teaspoons of minced garlic. This stuff is the bomb, by the way. We grow this. It's what is it? Moroccan Creole garlic.
So is that fresh from the garden? Because I know you're drying some of it, right?
Well, you kind of have to dry it before you can use it. Fresh out of the garden, okay. It's too much.
Yeah.
But this stuff is pungent. Wow.
Yes.
And it's beating my butt. There we go. So again, I'm just going to mash this guy down with the flat of my knife. And this guy too.
How much garlic do I want?
I have 2 cloves here.
Yeah, put a little more.
I like the way you think.
Well, these cloves are so huge, it's hard to gauge how much I need.
Right. All right, so we'll drop a little bit of garlic in our bowl. Or a lot of garlic, as the case may be. I'm going to have to rinse my hands again because that garlic is so sticky. All right, what's next? All right, I'm going to need a 1/2 cup of extra virgin olive oil, but I'm going to save that to the end. So I'm just going to measure it out and set it here. Okay. There we go. What's next? Okay, I need a 1/2 cup of red wine vinegar.
A 1/2 cup? So what you said,
if you don't
1/2
have
cup?
red wine vinegar, you know, apple cider vinegar, white vinegar, sherry vinegar, whatever you got. It's
Did
what
you say
we're
a
doing.
1/2 cup?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
What we're
serious.
doing here is we're going to create a vinaigrette. And I can't emphasize to you guys how much flavor that you can influence into oil and acid. The possibilities are endless. You'll see, you know, you do vinaigrettes all the time, right? But just the possibilities are endless. All right, next up, I got the lemon.
Ooh.
just going to use the juice of the lemon in this. We're not going to worry about the zest this time.
Okay. The whole lemon or only half?
I think we'll just use half, and we'll use the other half to garnish if it's not citrusy enough for you.
Okay.
And again, I'm squeezing this guy right side up so I don't get any seeds in there. That's another cool tip and trick and tip, whatever. Okay, next I'm gonna have a little salt. It says a teaspoon. I'm just gonna give it a little grind. And a little bit of pepper. It says half a teaspoon, but I'm just gonna give it a little bit of a grind, right? Get that back there. Now, my recipe here calls for 2 tablespoons of chopped parsley, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some parsley that I harvested earlier, and I'm not going to use all of it because what I'll do is I'll use probably half of this and then just save a little bit to garnish at the end.
Okay.
So we're just going to go through this real quick and rough. Drop that in there. Get this guy back over here for now. Save the remainder of that. All righty. Now I have this cool little whisk here, but you can do this just as easily with a fork. Now I'm going to take my oil, and as I whisk, I'm just going to slowly drizzle it in.
Oh.
What we're looking for is just a nice emulsion. Oh yeah. Pretty, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that smells so good. Okay, that's the product that I'm kind of looking for. You guys can't really see that, can you? See how it's kind of colored and pretty, and now we're just going to set that guy aside.
Mine is not like that at all. Okay.
And clean up a little bit, because at this point I'm kind of waiting on my orzo. It didn't take quite as long last time, so let's talk. How's everybody doing? Is everybody keeping up? Lori, you okay over there?
Doing good.
Lori?
Just get her sound off.
Oh, I got
Oh, are you talking to me?
Yeah, are you
There,
okay?
okay, yeah, I'm, right now I'm putting the marinade on the chicken and my, pasta is just about done.
Oh, good. You're ahead of the game then.
Well, I haven't made the vinaigrette yet.
Okay. How about everybody else? Everybody else keeping up okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
I found the tomato that I
I'm
dropped.
trying.
Oh, good.
Brian, you doing good?
I'm doing good.
Okay.
Outstanding. So no rain here. I understand you guys have had a fair bit, huh?
Oh,
We had, it's funny when we would look at the rain, the forecast every morning. It says it's going to rain all day, and then doesn't.
Oh.
But
Oh,
it
okay.
says we're going to get rain, so you don't water anything. So and we get patches of rain, but it's good.
Where are you guys, Ellen?
In Richmond,
Oh,
Virginia.
Virginia?
Virginia. I'm sorry.
Oh,
yes,
no,
Virginia.
okay. Yeah, I'm in Denver.
My time has gone off, so I'm going to drain my orzo. That's hot.
It's hot. Woo!
Now I'm going to rinse this orzo and let it drain again. I know
Hey, Google, cancel timer.
I say say, don't rinse your pasta. But this stuff, I want to stop cooking, and I want to cool it down. So I'm going to let that drain a bit, and then I'm going to rinse it again, just to get it cool. Let that drain. And then once I get it to drain, get it fully drained, I'm just going to drop it in here and mix it in.
Okay.
No, I think that's good. Well, I could have chosen a bigger bowl, huh? I love this strainer. My wife got this strainer. I don't know where she got it from, but it's got these little arms on it.
That's
So
a really
it's right
cool
down.
one.
Yeah.
I have one like that too. I love it.
Loves it.
All right, let me grab a stirring implement here, and we'll start loading this in together very carefully, because I think you've all noticed by now that I'm not the most graceful individual.
You gonna send Orzo across the room?
It would not have been the first time, quite frankly. Wow, that turned out pretty. That's kind of pretty. I know. I'm so easily impressed.
Well, the colors are pretty.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to give my vinaigrette one last whisk, just to make sure that my emulsification is completely emulsified. And we're just going to...
Robert, would you mind going over the ingredients just real quick and the vinaigrette?
Sure. Let's see, where am I? Okay, 1.5 teaspoons of minced fresh garlic. I just used 2 cloves.
Okay.
A 1/2 cup of extra virgin olive oil. A 1/2
Okay.
cup of red wine vinegar, or any vinegar that you have.
Yeah.
The juice of 1/2 a lemon.
Okay.
Salt and pepper to taste. And I'm going to, here, right here at the end, after I mix it in, after I mix this
Oh,
vinaigrette.
you forgot the parsley.
Oh yeah, there's parsley in there too.
Oh, okay. I don't have that, but I have everything else.
Okay.
Thank
And then
you.
right here at the end, I'm going to kind of garnish this with the leftover parsley, and I have some beautiful purple basil that I'll just make a nice ribbon to go across the top.
Wow.
So here's the remainder of my parsley.
So I have a farmer question for you.
Yeah.
Do you use the flowers on the basil when it flowers?
We do. We do. It's
Yes?
very attractive, and it still has that incredible basil flavor.
Okay, because I always think I'm going to, but then I'm not sure if I should. And
We love it. All right, so what I've got here is I got 5 or 6 leaves of basil, and let me move this bowl so you guys can see. And I just stacked them on top of each other, and I'm rolling them up just into one nice little bundle. And I'm just going to run my knife through it. And go nice and slow. Right? So what I've got now, when they unroll, is just these nice little ribbons of purple basil. And we're going to sprinkle that across the top. Now, isn't that pretty?
That's so great.
Now, ideally, you want to let this sit and marry, let those flavors marry together for about 30 minutes. But like I said,
Okay.
I'm really aiming this whole kind of meal as a day before kind of thing. So if it sits in the refrigerator overnight, those flavors are going to marry. Right? So I'm just going to drop this in the fridge real quick. while I'm in here, I'm going to grab my chicken. There's another ingredient on the list for that Orzo salad. That's the feta, and we're just going to put that on at the very end, just before we serve. All right, I'm going to take my bird over here to the stove, and I have here a cast iron grill pan.
That's pretty.
Like that. TJ Maxx.
Woo!
I'm doing this ideally this I just have a bag right now and pull it up for my
Can't hear you.
Oh, I said
Go again.
if I opened up the bag and held it up to the microphone, you could hear the chicken saying, "Put me on the grill, put me on the grill." All right, so I'm gonna get some heat going here. And I'm going to go about a medium-high heat and let my pan get warm. And each and every one of you has cooked chicken before, I'm sure. So me teaching you to cook chicken is like teaching somebody to breathe. I don't know. So this chicken right here wants to be on the grill. And, you know, it's ideal to do, you know, put the chicken in the marinade the night before, let it go overnight, take it to the ballpark, take it to the beach, take it on a picnic. So, cheers.
I want to go to those places. The ballpark and the beach.
I know.
Yes.
Me too. Oh, yeah. My faithful assistant is reminded me that I forgot.
Oh, what'd you forget?
Well, this week we've chosen a Viognier wine to prepare with this meal. This is actually an Australian Viognier, and I have it on good authority that this winery grows more of the Viognier grape than anybody else in the world. So,
You know, Viognier is a Virginia grape.
is it
Or
really?
Virginia grows it well. I don't know that it's Virginia grape, but we grow a lot of Viognier. All the wineries in Virginia have Viognier.
Oh.
So, perfect. Right up the top.
Yeah.
So if you'll pardon me, I'm going to get it in a cool little groovy wine chiller. Another one of my wife's finds. Beautiful, beautiful. Wow. So if you guys will bear with me, I'm going to clean up a little bit while our pan is heating up, because as I'm sure you guys have heard, that Daddy makes a mess. Now, when we did the dry run for this recipe, we tried 3 different wines. The Viognier, we tried a 14 hands Pinot Grigio, and into a Sauvignon Blanc. I'll tell you, the Pinot Grigio just did not work. It got completely lost.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I got Sauvignon Blanc because they didn't have a chilled Viognier.
Oh, well.
So I have the Pomelo.
Okay. The Sauvignon Blanc was a very, 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 very close second. If you can't find a Viognier, I would recommend the Sauvignon Blanc. Or if they don't have any cold for you, I would recommend the Sauvignon Blanc. So that's the kind of the process that we went through. Every time that we plan one of these recipes, one of these meals, we'll explore a pairing and then like take 3 different types and then try them out with it. All right. We seem to be starting to get warm here. That's one thing about cast iron, man. It's a beautiful, beautiful pan. It cooks beautifully. It does take a few minutes to warm up. But I think we might be in the process So I'm just going to take a little bit of this marinade liquid on my tongs. Oh, I think we're good to go.
That's a pretty sound.
Yeah. All right, so we're just going to lay these guys in here. I've got 8 of these guys in here, so I'm going to have to do it in a couple of batches. But we don't want to cloud the pan too much. That smells good. Wow. There we go. And I'm probably going to let these guys go for maybe 6 minutes aside. Well, maybe 6 minutes on the first side, and then maybe 4 on the second. I want to get some nice caramelization of that honey with that soy sauce. So that's going to take a few minutes. I'll go ahead and set a timer for 6. Because, as you all know, I do love the sound of my own voice, and I will get lost and forget.
We love the sound of your voice too, Robert.
So I want to go back to the knives for a minute. I'm using a small knife here, and again, that was to illustrate that you don't need a 20-inch German chef's knife to get the job done. But I'll tell you this, a well-equipped kitchen, pardon me for turning my back on you, should have a few knives at its disposal. A chef's knife will never let you down. Keep it sharp. It's the workhorse of the kitchen. A good paring knife is always important. And a bread knife, a serrated bread knife. And every good kitchen should have a boning knife. Now this guy, see how thin it is? It's got a little bit of a flex to it. That helps you get around the bone. Those 4 knives coupled with a steel are really all you need. You know, I have a few extra, but I got carried away. So what are you gonna do? So I just recently got this set, and I'm very, very pleased with it.
It's so pretty.
It's from a company called Kizaru. They are Japanese knives, very high carbon stainless steel, Paco wood handles, and they are sharp enough to cut your fingerprints off without shedding blood. So.
Wow.
Yes.
Are you speaking from experience?
Yes, I am. Okay, let me check my bird here. I'm just going to peel up one edge and have a look. Okay. All right. So, as some of you may have heard, we have a few announcements to make. So, since we're waiting,
Yay! So excited.
let's start, huh? Let's start.
Woohoo!
We're going to do some changes of format with the show. And included with that is we're probably going to back off for 1 time a month. I probably will take over the majority of the hosting role, and Kimberly will take over the majority of the technical. Yes. So it's going to be a little bit easier on us, and hopefully a little bit easier on you guys, making it easier to show up, okay? Announcement number 2, and I'm kind of excited about this one. We're going to host a contest.
Ooh!
So, what I'd like you guys to do is by January 7th, send me your favorite recipe that you didn't learn here. Send us your favorite recipe, and Kim and I will try them out and make a choice as to which one we like the best.
Awesome.
The one that we like the best, whoever the winner is, will receive a grand prize. which will be announced later. And they will also have the option of hosting, what is it, the March show? The February show. So we'd all tune in and say, Kim won, Kim hosts.
Yay.
Yay, what fun. So don't put it off. We're gonna have to try these recipes. So send them in. You can send them into the email address that you get your link from. And I'm kind of looking forward to this. This is exciting for me. So yeah.
That's so cool.
And there'll
Awesome.
be reminders going out over the time period. So we will we'll take them until January 7th. Take the entries until January 7th. I think our January show is on the 21st, if I'm not mistaken, and we'll probably make the announcement then. So, and then you will have, we'll contact you before an announcement is made, but we'll make an announcement, and you will have the option of hosting the February show if you so desire. If you don't want to, that's fine, but we'll make your recipe. So.
That's so cool.
Yes.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
I hope
Yeah.
so. I hope so. So I'm pulling into the 30-second mark on my bird here. Not quite getting the caramelization just yet. Are you guys getting this smell? Wow.
So good.
Yeah, the combination of the honey and the lime and the soy is just, oh god, it's got so much umami to it. It's it seems to be, oh yeah, now we're starting to get some pretty caramelization on there. Yeah, if you guys aren't getting some nice browning as quickly as you'd like, crank the heat up. Crank the heat up. So does anybody have any questions? Anybody having any problems? Is anybody far behind?
Robert, did you put all of the marinade in the pan?
No, I just pulled the bird out of the bag.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you.
So if you're
Can
going to
I throw in a quick? No, sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, you may or may not know this, but earlier when you were rinsing your hand with the garlic, the smell of the garlic, something I learned a long time ago is that if you have garlic or onion flavors or fragrances on your hands and you want to wash it off, put a little bit of salt in your palm and rub your hands together under warm water, and the salt will take away the onion and garlic smell from your hands.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And it works. I've tried it.
Yeah, I have another tip like that too. If you've been working with seafood and you can't get the smell off your hands, be it fish or shrimp or whatever, a little piece of stainless steel, just use it like a piece of soap, and it will go right away.
Well, that's cool.
Wow. I didn't know that either.
Oh,
Although I tend to like my hands smelly.
I know. I can't tell you how many times in a day I'll walk up to Kimberly and go, smell this.
Especially rosemary. We've got figs for the first time this year. And I go out and I check the rosemary and I get the figs and I eat the figs and my hands smell like rosemary. Oh my God, it's so good.
Are we having our audio?
Oh,
Okay.
are we there?
Yeah, we're there.
Okay. Yeah, rosemary. My favorite thing in the world.
Our rosemary.
I would roll naked in rosemary.
I've got a rosemary bush right outside.
Right.
be there soon.
Okay. Oh, look, she's leaving now. Now, for the cooking process, I prefer a Chardonnay. But once we actually eat, we will have the Viognier.
Why are you having a Chardonnay while you cook and not the Viognier?
Because the Viognier, I gotta be honest with you. I don't like the Viognier without the dish. It's too sweet.
Oh.
But with the beautiful caramelization that you get from the honey and the soy against the Viognier, it works perfectly. It changes the taste of the wine. The wine changes the taste of the chicken. It's lovely. It's lovely.
But what is it about the Viognier you don't like?
It's a little too acidic. It's not balanced very well. At least this one is not.
See, that I think that's the thing is because I really like tart acidic wine.
I kind of do too, but I like them to be balanced. And this one,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
acid is way out of balance.
Yeah.
So, but it does work well with this dish. So.
It's funny when Brian and I do these wine weekends, everybody's palate is so different. And, you know, there's 9 of us, and some of us like it really sweet, and some of us like it really dry, and then there's people in between, and we're passing glasses back and forth, and it's really funny because you're tasting the same wine, but you're getting something totally different from it.
Yeah, exactly. Like the tasting that we did in Williamsburg was fabulous.
Say that again, I didn't hear you.
The tasting that you and I did, and Kimberly and Chris did in Williamsburg.
Exactly. Yeah, we had the same thing, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to pull a plate out here to put the chicken on because I'm going to have to do 2 batches here. Whoops. So when you guys get your chicken done on both sides, it's always a great idea to let your meat rest. Cover it with a little bit of foil and just let it sit in a dark corner and gather itself up. That way, when you cut into it, all the juices don't run out. So, pardon me while I get a piece of foil. I have.
Robert, I did try a bite and it's absolutely delicious.
Oh, did you really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Not bad.
Oh, yeah, pretty.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
Nice.
All right. Now, for those of you that didn't miscount, that didn't fail counting in school, maybe get 60 in 10. But if you also do a second batch, then join me now. Because these guys are going in. Okay, whatever marinade that you have left, just seal your bag up and discard it. I'm going to let you guys with the water media is I'm so paranoid of chicken. All right, so I'm just going to throw that away. Resting. I got my second pack going. So here, I think I'll just pull out a plate or two. I start thinking about that. Now, I
So
told
did you go to like a Renaissance fair today or something?
are you laughing at the children?
I'm not laughing, I'm wondering.
No. It's my cooking kilt.
It's what?
My cooking kilt.
Oh, okay. That's what it is.
Yes, that's right. Now, I told you guys to get pitas. And we ran into a problem with the pitas. We were all thinking, you know, cut the pita in half, got the pita pockets, stuff it in there. Oh, wow, what a great idea. Our pitas did not have pockets inside of them. So, what we decided to do, what we did last time around, is we just cut our pitas in half and try to use them. Unfortunately, since they don't have pockets.
That's so odd.
I know. All right, I'm going to pull Orzo salad out of the fridge here. And this stuff keeps great in the fridge. Mom, it reminds me. Actually, I should have made this in the big green salad bowl, Mom, because it reminds me of your pasta salad. All right, so the very last minute, I've got just a little bit of feta here. Now, if you guys don't like cheese or anything like that, feel free to use the crumbly cheese of your cheese. Now, I'm just going to sprinkle this across the top. Try to get a little even. Recently, I used some seasoning in the refrigerator. I almost used that, but I didn't want to throw you guys for a loop. May as well just use the rest of that, right? Not enough to say. So this guy's ready to serve.
Awesome.
Now, our other line, I'm going to get some lime wedges.
I'm sorry.
Oh, whitey. Isn't that pretty? Just going out of the way.
No.
Second batch is doing up much better. So if you're using cast iron, give it a few minutes to get warm. Home stretch, people. You guys will be eating in no time.
Woohoo!
You got wine. Oh, don't show the folks at home the box wine. All right.
Cheers.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, really good.
How's everybody doing? Everybody keeping up okay?
Oh,
Yep.
delicious. Wonderful. Bon appetit.
Bon appetit is right. I want to take this time here since I'm waiting on this other version. If you guys have requests or you want to figure out how to do anything special, submit them. You know, just shoot us an email or an instant message, man. We are happy to oblige. Oh, that's caramel, because I'm completely intimidated by caramel.
This is fun. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Love having you guys. All right. So I have my little tomato here. We're going to use that as just a little bit of a garnish slash applique for our chicken sandwich.
You're so fancy.
Ooh.
And what's a tomato, especially a fresh garden grown tomato? Well, just a touch of salt and a little bit of and I'm going to grab a little spoon here. Dig into that Orzo salad. Make sure you get some of that feta in there. So I'm going to take this chicken and just give it some nice slices, almost like a fajita. I guess it's a Key West chicken fajita, maybe. I don't know. And we're just going to set it on here, like so. So it'll kind of look like a taco, but I guess it's a Mediterranean taco. Hell, I don't know.
That counts. Sure.
It's a chicken.
Mm. Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that marinade is lovely stuff. Parsley, we'll have all this batch chicken. All right, folks. And here you have it.
It is beautiful.
Chicken with Mediterranean Orzo salad, finished with just a touch of lime juice, and perhaps a little piece of tomato in there. Enjoy.
Very nice.
Thank you.
So much.
So
Great.
beautiful.
Nice.
Thank you.
We love you guys. Really, really look forward to seeing your recipes. I really do.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I'm
Any
excited.
questions? No?
Not really.
Okay, folks. I'm hungry. I'm going to go eat.
Enjoy.
You guys
All
enjoy.
right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Talk to you later.